my daughter was 9. She came to me and asked, "Are you and Daddy ever gonna get a divorce?" I was totally taken aback, and I gave her a big, reassuring hug, and thinking to myself, this is something that she just overheard on the playground. I said, "Honey, you do not ever have to worry about that. Daddy and I love each other very much. We are never getting a divorce." "Okay," she said, "but if you do, I want to live with Daddy." Yeah. Very tender mommy-daughter moment, and grandma moment as well. But don't worry, not too long afterwards, there was a situation that came up that raised my mommy creds to superhero status. And it all started with a goldfish. Yeah, 2, actually. We won them at a carnival when the stupid ping pong ball landed in the stupid cup. And I can still see her big smile as she's holding up this bag with the 2 little fish. Great, I thought. 2 more things I have to take care of. My only consolation was, how long do carnival goldfish live? Not too long, couple of days, right? So goldfish number 1 complied quickly by dying from a vicious attack from goldfish number 2. And goldfish number 2 is a whole other story. That goldfish was living his best life, now all by himself, in a classic goldfish bowl on a shelf in my daughter's bedroom. And it is surprising how well a fish can do when you, me, clean out the bowl every week. He literally doubled his size. He went from 1 to 2 inches in a matter of weeks. And my daughter liked to feed it in the morning and before she left for school. And on this particular morning, she was the first one to let us know that something wasn't quite right. "My goldfish is dying! My goldfish is dying!" she screamed. And my husband, Tony, who was halfway out the door to work, quickly turned around, went into her room, and said, "Oh, yep, look at that. He's got a blue pebble caught in his mouth." Now, I came into the room, and sure enough, that fish had sucked up a piece of gravel. And it was caught in his throat. How is this even possible? That a goldfish could choke on the gravel that you're supposed to put in the fish bowl. The bag is labeled fish tank gravel, for God's sakes. So there we were. The fish was like, Tony is jiggling his keys impatiently, waiting to get to work, and my daughter is crying her eyes out. "Please don't let my goldfish die." I had to do something. I'm mommy, damn it. I knew that this stupid goldfish that I hoped would die could not die today. I suddenly began barking out orders like I was Hawkeye Pierce from MASH. "Bring the fishbowl into the kitchen. Light, turn up the light. For the love of God, get those cats out of here." And Tony, my head nurse, my hot lips hula hand, he took care of everything. And my daughter did her job too, by sitting on the couch, screaming her eyes out, crying. I needed a tool, fast. "Toothpick, stat," I screamed at Tony as I scooped up the fish and held it in my hands. I thought I could use the toothpick to gently pop out the rock, but it wasn't working. I needed a more aggressive surgical instrument, and there was no time to lose. "Hold him," I said as I shoved the slippery, half-dead patient into my husband's hands. I ran to the bathroom and found my eyebrow tweezers by Revlon. I ran back to the kitchen, took back the fish, looked into his fish eye, took a deep breath, and began working my magic with those tweezers, thinking, "Come on, baby." Now, this would be the moment in the MASH episode where Hot Lips would wipe Hawkeye's sweaty brow with a cotton gauze at the end of a long metal clamp. That blue pebble was right there. I could feel it, but I couldn't quite grasp it with my tweezers. I had to go deeper. Was it invasive? Yes. Was it what this mommy surgeon needed to do? You bet. My daughter continued to help by screaming from the couch. So I jammed the tweezers, probably further than I should have, down the fish's throat. But it worked. That blue pebble flew right out of the fish's mouth, landing on the countertop with a satisfying plink. "It's out," I screamed. However, it was far from over. Now the question became, would the patient survive? Now, I gotta tell you, he didn't look so good. I put him in the fishbowl where he floated on his side, dazed. His gills were barely moving, and his mouth was all like that. It wasn't good at all. "He's in shock," I announced. "All we can do is wait and see and get ready for school." I thanked my medical team, kissed Hot Lips goodbye as he left for work, and I got my daughter together and we walked down to the bus stop. She's still sniffling back her tears as she says, "If he dies, I'm definitely getting a new fish." It was a no-win situation. I put her on the bus, and as I'm walking back up to the house, I'm thinking, oh my God, what am I gonna do if this fish is dead? Do I teach that hard lesson of death? Or do I just replace the goddamn fish? When I get back home, I am afraid to even peek in at the bowl, but I do, and he's alive. In fact, he's even swimming around. I mean, his mouth is all droopy from the surgery, but he is alive. It's a good day in the OR. And if you're wondering how that fish with the crooked mouth is doing today, 5 years later, well, he still lives alone in a 30-gallon tank, and he is nearly a foot long. Yeah. I did what I needed to do that day because that's what mommies do. We save lives, even if it's the life of a stupid carnival goldfish. Still want to live with Daddy now? Yeah, I didn't think so. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. Yes.
A picture of the fish.
Oh, thank you, Tony Menudo. This is the fish. He's alive. He's still alive. Fish, puppy fish. Still alive, still alive.